What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to episode 6 of my Carolina Panthers Madden 24 franchise rebuild. I hope you guys are having a great day. I had a great day. Now I'm home. Let's play. Before we get started, we have some staff upgrading we can do. So let's go and take a quick look at that. All right. Let's view this talent tree here. So we have, 27 points we can use. Okay, nothing on the coach we can do. I did not have to go back. Let's check out Andre here. Okay, looks like we got a couple things we could pick here. Looks like we got 22. We can work on passer run blocking here. Work on our halfbacks. Okay, let's see what our defensive coordinator's got for us. Boost of stamina, can't do that. You can do some acceleration or speed. That wouldn't be too bad at all. Awareness would be good. Acceleration, play rec, jumping. Play rec wouldn't be too bad either. Anything in the trenches? Tackle or hit power? I'd probably go tackle there. And can we do anything on the personnel side? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so if I want to use these right meow, let's take a look at using our points for, what do we got further down? Pass block power to the guards, and then finesse there. Block power. So one side looks like it's a lot of power. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 power and 2 finesse. That's interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do pass block power here for our sensors. Definitely can't hurt. We got 5 points left over. Very, very nice. Exit out of here. Let's go ahead and advance the week to week 2 against the Saints after our disappointing loss to Atlanta. It was closer than the final score appeared. They kind of blew us out there a little bit toward the end. And now we have week 2 against the Saints. We'll be home at Bank of America Stadium for this one. So let's go ahead and take a look at our weekly strategy for the Saints game. And then once we're done with this, we'll also take a look at their full roster. We got Derek Carr here. What do they like to do? Okay, looks like a lot of medium. So yeah, I think we'll stick with the defend medium pass. I like it. And then how do we want to attack them? Focus on inside run blocking. I'm okay with that. Let's keep Bryce Young up and healthy. You know, let's try to avoid sacks, hand the ball off a little bit. See what happens. So let's go ahead and start our training for this week. Hopefully no major injuries. I think we were pretty injury-free last week. All right, let's take a look. Starters getting the reps again this week. Hopefully that actually changes because I have it set to auto. Okay, nothing on offense. Love to see it. And defensively, how do we look? Dislocated wrist for backup corner. Okay. Shoulder strain for Jeremy Chin. Oh, that is a big loss. Luckily, we have a good backup safety. So missing Chin for a game isn't going to hurt all that bad. Let's take a quick look at our injuries as well. I don't think there's any major things we're missing out. 1 week, 1 week, 2 weeks, we'll have Terrence Marshall back, so that'll be good. So we're good there. Let's take a quick peek at the Saints roster. See what kind of talent we'll be up against this week. Saints. Here we go. Marshawn Lattimore. We're going to have to be very careful in the air. Very dangerous corner. Mario Davis in the middle. Very, very good. Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. Ooh. We're going to try to focus as much on the run as we possibly can get away with. We do not want to test the secondary. Ramczyk at right tackle. Very good. Veteran Cameron Jordan. Unbelievable talent. Alvin Kamara out of the backfield along with Jamal Williams. That's a very nice two-headed beast right there. And of course, Michael Thomas. Chris Olave. Man, Yeah, this Saints team looks pretty good. Marcus May back there. The veteran Derek Carr brought in during the offseason. Will Lutz. Pete Warner. Ah, former Panther Try Turner. Very nice. Love to see him again. I actually thought about signing him. I saw him in free agency, but I chose not to. Didn't really need to spend that money on the tackle. I'd love to have Try back, but oh well. So let's get into this week 2 matchup against the Saints. And here we are live at beautiful Bank of America Stadium in downtown Charlotte for this division showdown between the NFC South Panthers and Saints. This should be a lovely game. We got the rookie Bryce Young going up against the veteran Derek Carr. This excellent Saints secondary looking to test this rookie quarterback. Saints make their way out to the field. And here's a look at your Carolina Panthers coming out of the tunnel with the fire going, led out by Bryce Young. Looking for a better day than he had last week with the 3 interceptions. Did have 1 touchdown, but the 3 interceptions were costly. Here's a look at the Saints quarterback. Panthers head coach right there. Brian Burns getting the team ready. Words of encouragement. Hecker setting the ball up, ready for kickoff. In this 7:30 game this evening. And away we go. Boop. Kicked deep to Sheed, who will nail it down in the end zone. The ball will come out to the 25. Hecker's had a booming leg on kickoffs. Not very many coming out. In this Monday night primetime game, here's a look at Derek Carr's stats from last week. Not too bad. A little low on the yards, but 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Very nice. Hopefully we can pressure him into making some mistakes. Saints come out 1st and 10. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 1 in the backfield. That's Kamara, who takes the handoff, breaks the tackle, and keeps running. Woods finally brings him down after he has 11 yards. Excellent opening run there for Alvin Kamara. Taking the ball up to the 36. First and 10 again. Carr in the shotgun. Kamara in the backfield with him. Here's the snap. Another handoff to Kamara, who's brought down from behind by Luvu after a gain of 3. Excellent pursuit there by Frankie Luvu to keep that from being much worse than it could have been. Frankie is one of those guys that I'd love to see take a monumental step forward. And I believe he can do it. Now we have 2nd and 7 from the 39. Carr under center. Takes another handoff, 3rd straight handoff to Kamara. This time he's bottled up, loses 1 yard. Tackle made there by Deion Jones, I believe. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Carolina looking to get an early stop here. 3rd and 8, shotgun for Derek Carr. Takes the snap, looks over the field, drops it off over the middle to his tight end, who's wide open and has a little bit of running room. Finally brought down by J.C. Horn at the 41 after a gain of 21-yard line. Wow, after a gain of 21 yards. Take another look at that. Just simple crossing pattern over the middle, wide open. Nobody's there. Throws his man to where he can just run with it. Excellent job there. And that'll bring back up another 1st down for the Saints offense. Shotgun formation once again. Carolina brings a little blitz, and it's caught outside by Smith for another Saints 1st down at the 18-yard line. Saints doing a pretty good job so far moving the football on this drive. Shotgun formation again for the Saints on 1st and 10 at the 18. Carolina with 3 down linemen. Here's the snap. Handoff to Kamara, who's got some running room up the middle. and manages to get another Saints first down on this drive, making it 1st and goal from the 8. Carolina's defense looking a little holy today. Shotgun formation, 2 tight ends for the Saints on this 1st and goal. And it's intercepted by J.C. Horn at the 3-yard line. He tried to get the ball in there to Michael Thomas, but J.C. ends up with it. And Derek Brown is shaken up, headed back to the locker room. Looks like he's holding his wrist. What a play there by J.C. Horn to come away with that and end the Saints scoring drive. 1st and 10 now for Carolina at their own 3-yard line. I formation. Miles Sanders takes the handoff up middle and pushes it ahead for 6 yards, but Austin Colbert now appears to be shaken up, and he too will head to the locker room. Hopefully that's not too bad. Carolina needs their offensive lineman. 2nd and 4 now from the 9 for Carolina. Stretch handoff, and Cameron Jordan in the backfield there to blow it up. Loss of 1 yard there. Miles Sanders couldn't get to the outside, and looks like Derek Brown will be all right. He'll come back in a little bit later. And now the Panthers offense is faced with a 3rd and 5 from their 8. They want to get a couple first downs on this drive if they want to keep the New Orleans Saints from being in good field position. Shotgun, there's the snap. And pass over the middle to Mingo for the catch. That's good for 14 yards and a Panther first down as they get a little bit further away from their own end zone. Bryce Young just hanging in there, sees the open man over the middle and just gets it to him. And it also looks like just a simple shoulder injury for Colbert, so he'll be back here in a little while. Mingo had an excellent first game last week against the Atlanta Falcons, looking to keep that up as he continues his rookie campaign. 1st and 10 now from the 22. Bryce Young in the shotgun. Flushed out a little bit, and he goes down, sacked back by Shepard at the 10-yard line. Probably shouldn't have rolled to the right there. Had some room maybe up the middle, but had his eyes downfield, decided to run to his right, and got hit. It's now 2nd and 22 at the 10. Goes underneath, but the pass is incomplete as he was hit as he threw. Another look here at the Carolina draft class that are currently on this roster. Their first 4 picks made it. And that'll bring up 3rd and 22 from the 10. They need to get all the way up to the 32-yard line if they want this drive to continue. And it's a quick screen pass out to Miles Sanders, who takes it, cuts back inside, and manages to gain 8 yards on that play. Or 9 yards. Nothing too fancy, but gets them a little bit further away from their end zone for Johnny Hecker as the punt team comes out looking to keep field position relatively decent. And it is fair caught at the 35. Not terrible, not great. Pretty okay there. Saints will take over at the 35-yard line. And they will also come out in an offset I formation. Mira in the backfield. Thomas and Olave there. Play action there, and wide open across the middle is Michael Thomas as he turns it up for a first down. Tackled there by Deion Jones. So now 1st and 10 at the 45 for the Saints, I formation. And now it's a handoff up the middle, bounces it outside, run down by Shy Tuttle after a gain of 6. That is Williams. Got to watch out for both of these running backs here in New Orleans. Both are very talented. Offset I formation again for the Saints and Derek Carr. 2nd and 4 from the 49. Quick pass out, and it's incomplete. The hit made by Shaq Thompson and Von Bell as they were on coverage. Excellent job to make sure that pass falls incomplete. And no first down was gained. So now the Saints come out 3rd and 4 in the shotgun. Carr drops back, looking for somebody. Finally finds somebody open along the sideline, and it's caught. That's his tight end. And Ramczyk looks to be shaken up a little bit on the play. And he, like 2 other people, will go back to the locker room. But that will also be a Saints first down on that play. And it'll be up at the 27 as they look to attempt to score once again. Well, no, I guess not once again. They didn't do it the first time. Carr outside, and that pass is caught after 9 yards. That's Johnson on the reception as he slides out of bounds. 2nd and 1 now at the 18. Shotgun formation for the Saints. Thomas in motion, and they flip it up to him. He's looking for space but doesn't find any, and J.C. Horn comes down and tackles him for no gain. Excellent play there by J.C. Horn to snuff out that little, it's kind of a pass, but also kind of a run there by Michael Thomas. 3rd and 1 now from the 18 again. Carr in the shotgun. Hands it off and, play action, but throws it a little bit too far ahead of his intended receiver, his tight end there, and the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. And it looks like the Panthers defense manages to hold them to just a field goal attempt. Will Lutz on for the kick. The kick is up and right down the middle. The Saints scored the first points of this Monday night game. And now lead Carolina 3-0. Gilkin on to kick off. He gets it deep to Shai Smith, who will return this from the 2. Weaving his way up the middle, looking for some room, manages to get it up to the 26-yard line. Not too bad. And out comes Bryce Young again for the 2nd drive of this game. Panthers offense comes out in a single back formation, 2 tight ends. Another handoff to Miles Sanders, who's been busy. He's got 3 rushes now for 7. Been busy, but not too much to show for it right now. He gets 2 yards up the middle to the 28. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. Carolina in single back formation, 2 tight ends. Bryce Young drops back. Throws it over the middle for Thielen, but he can't haul it in. Maybe if he would have had him a little bit earlier, Tyrann Mathieu makes the hit and knocks that ball out. Now 3rd and 8 for Carolina. 2 tight ends still out there. Play action. And he goes outside for Tommy Tremble, who makes the catch along the sideline. That is a Panthers first down throw and catch. A 17-yard reception there by Tremble. And the ball will come up to the 45-yard line. Excellent job just waiting for him to break open just a little bit to get him out there. An excellent job by Tremble to drag the toes on the sideline. Wonderful job. First and 10 now from the 45. Carolina comes out with everybody in tight. Sanders takes the handoff and runs right. Gains about 7 yards there. Excellent job. 2nd and 3 now for this Carolina Panther offense. Spread them out a little bit. Got 3 wide receivers out there. Single back formation. 3 yards to gain. And Young is hit as he throws, and that ball will fall incomplete. He's looking to drop it down to Miles Sanders. And that will bring up 3rd and 3 now. Play action, and Carr gets it out to Hayden Hurst, who tries to bowl his way, but he doesn't gain any yardage. Tried to lower his shoulder and hopefully fall forward, but unfortunately there are too many Saints there to bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Out comes Hecker to punt once again. Looking to pin the Saints deep if he can. This one angles toward the sideline a bit and will pop out at the 1-yard line. Expertly done there by Johnny Hecker. The veteran knows how to get that ball right out of bounds where he needs to. So the Saints offense now backed up at their own 1 yard line after an amazing punt by Johnny Hecker. Motion now by the Saints. Handoff now to their running back Williams, and he'll get 3 as they push a little bit further away from their end zone. Second and 6 now for the Saints, and that'll bring an end to the first quarter with the Saints leading 3-0 and looking to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. Saints leading in all major statistical categories. Now 2nd and 6 again as we start the second quarter. Derek Carr and the Saints in the I formation. Will run it straight up the middle, and he's bottled up there. No gain on the run. Eric Rowe in on the tackle. And that'll bring up 3rd and 6. So 3rd and 6 from the 5. Carr takes the handoff. And it's a huge lane that opens up in the Panthers defense. We're not catching him. He's gone. That is a 95-yard run. 95 yards by Williams. Jamal Williams just took it to the house. Man, that's exactly what I was worried would happen. And the Saints about to tack on the extra point. What a run by Williams as he just took it right through that Carolina defense. Nobody could touch him. Nobody could stop him. He was gone. 95 yards. And now the Saints are up 10-0 on Carolina. This kickoff goes deep into the end zone, and Smith will take a knee to bring it out to the 25. Bryce Young trying to figure out what he needs to do to get his squad into the end zone and get this game a lot closer. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. So now 1st and 10 for this Carolina offense as they look to answer back. Shotgun formation. There's the snap, and Bryce Young goes down. Shepard gets his 2nd sack of the game. This Panther offensive line not looking too wonderful as they have now allowed 2 sacks in 2 quarters. 2nd and 17 now for Carolina. And Bryce just heaves it deep for Mingo, who can't come down with the football, defended there by Marshawn Lattimore. Got to take a shot sometimes, see what happens. They were one-on-one. It's now 3rd and 17 from the 18. There's the snap. Over the middle to Miles Sanders, who is popped immediately and can't hold on to the ball. Bryce Young now 4 for 9. And this Saints defense gets themselves another stop. Hecker on to punt for the 3rd time. It's one back to Shaheed. Looks to angle it outside, but he's met. And this will be down at the 41-yard line. There's a look at Jamal Charles, who just broke off that amazing 95-yard run. And the Saints offense comes back out for another drive. Single back formation for the Saints. Handoff to Alvin Kamara, who tries to get outside, breaks 1 tackle, but is eventually brought down by Shaq Thompson after he gains 8 and brings the ball up to the 49. I formation now for the Saints. And it's play action, and the ball goes through the hands of the tight end. That'll be an incomplete pass. No 1st down, no yardage gain, no yardage lost. And now 3rd and 2 from the 49 for the Saints. And it's a quick screen out to Olave, who is met immediately by 2 Panthers, but they will get him the forward progress. And he will be able to get that 1st down. Good job containing him. Unfortunately, wasn't enough. And now brand new set of downs for the Saints offense. Carr takes the snap and drops back, looks to his left and overthrows Olave, who had Jackson beat. Had a couple steps on him. If that pass would have been slightly better placed. So now 2nd and 10, pistol formation for Carr and the Saints. There's a snap, and Kamara goes up the middle. Good gain, 6 yards up the middle there. Brian Burns was untouched. Unfortunately, he couldn't track down Alvin Kamara before he got too much yardage. So now 3rd and 4. Carr drops back, looks over to his right, and hits Smith for a quick little first down play. A new set of downs now for the Saints offense. Carr changing some things up at the line. And overthrows Olave once again. Similar play to earlier that he overthrew him on that corner route. And again, Olave had a couple steps there. And Derek Brown looks shaken up again. And he will come out. Second and 10 now for the New Orleans Saints. Shotgun formation. Carr pressured a little bit and will just throw this one away. Excellent pressure up the middle there by Anderson to force Carr to throw that pass away. Looks like Derek Brown will be okay as we get word there from the sideline. Now 3rd and 10 for the New Orleans Saints. Carr takes the drop back, is flushed out, and will throw it away again. Ndamukong Suh that time on the pressure, and that'll bring up 4th down. So 2 good plays there to end this drive for the Panthers defense, as both Suh and Anderson get pressure and force Carr into making basically incomplete passes. And Lutz's kick is good. Now a 13-point lead for the New Orleans Saints. Carolina really needs to figure out their offense and get it going. Kickoff back for Smith. He'll field it at the goal line. And try to angle it back toward the middle, but only gets out to the 20-yard line. So we take a look there at Bryce Young coming back on the field. See their total yardage. Carolina only has 35 total yards so far. Miles Sanders takes his handoff up the middle and manages to gain 7. That is basically like 1/5 of all the yards they've gained today. 2nd and 3 now. Carolina in the shotgun. There's the handoff. Miles Sanders runs off left and gets the first down. He's now up to 26 yards on 6 carries. New set of downs now for Carolina. Shotgun formation once again. And he looks to go over the middle, but there are too many people there, and he's picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That should be his 4th interception of the season, thrown by Bryce Young, as he sadly walks back to his own sideline. Not the greatest decision to throw that football. And the Saints come out with another short field. Handoff now to Kamara up the middle. He has all sorts of running room. It angles outside. And it's finally brought down at the 2-yard line. Both these running backs breaking off impressive runs. Kamara using that speed to get outside and run away from the Carolina defenders. 1st and goal now from the 2. And looks like... what's the penalty call? It's a false start on the offense, so that'll back them up. 5 yards to the 7. So now 1st and goal from the 7 for the Saints. They look to punch this in. And he'll throw short to the right side, and his tight end gets in there for another Saints touchdown. Diving for the pylon, manages to get across. And Lutz's extra point is good. Now Carolina down 20-0. This game not looking anything like their first matchup against the Atlanta Falcons, as they have failed to get anything started offensively, and their defense has had major holes in the running game and the passing game. So now 1st and 10 from the 25 for Carolina. Bryce Young hit as he throws, another incompletion. Now 4 for 11. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Hand off to Miles Sanders, who runs off right tackle and gains 3 yards. Up to the 28-yard line. Carolina needs 7 now for a 1st down. Bryce Young pressured, tries to get outside, but nothing going on there. Just throws it away. Now 4 for 12, and another 4th down for Carolina. Johnny Hecker punts it away. Fair catch called for at the 25-yard line. So no, that was a good punt. That was a good punt. It would have been, the same as like a kickoff in the end zone. So what can you do? Hopefully the Carolina defense now can get a quick stop and get the ball back as we run down here in the 2nd. And kind of a messy offensive play there, and Ndamukong just comes in and wrecks Kamara in the backfield for a loss of 3. And that'll bring up 2nd and 13 from the 22. Pistol formation for the Saints. And that pass is caught on the outside. Not a huge gain. There was some early pressure given up the middle there, but Carr manages to find his tight end close to the sideline. And that time, a little bit more pressure, and he overthrows his receiver. He has not been able to connect on these corner routes. Not that it matters too much. They are leading 20-0. And here comes Gillikin into punts. Blackshear on the return. Blackshear will take it and try to get outside, but nothing doing. Panthers will start this drive at 33. Now 1st and 10 from the 33. Bryce Young going deep for DJ Chark. And he makes the catch, makes a man miss, and is in for the end zone. What a throw and catch just downfield for Chark using his speed. That's his first touchdown catch of the season. Amazing throw and catch there, just launching it deep, one-on-one coverage. One play, one shot. Excellent job making his man miss. Now a little bit of life in this Carolina offense. Nero comes on for the extra point, and it's good. Now back to a 13-point lead for the Saints, 20-7. Carolina can't rely on just the home runs. They need to actually put a drive together. But points right now, however you can get them, is good enough. This will be taken out of the end zone. Broken tackle, but he doesn't get back to the 20. He'll be down at the 18. We'll look at Kamara's numbers on the day so far in this first half. Looking very, very good. And now 1st and 10 for the New Orleans Saints. Pistol formation once again for Derek Carr. Takes the handoff, hands it up the middle for Kamara, who is met for a gain of 2 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 2-minute warning. Yes, the 2nd and 2-minute warning. That's a thing. That's not really a thing. And we're back here after the 2-minute warning. Saints leading 20-7. 2nd and 8 now at the 20. Play action. And Derek Carr finally hits his tight end on one of those out crossing, or one of those out corner routes. Finally learned not to overthrow him. And that is a 1st down reception. So now 1st down and 10 at the 35. Derek Brown gets pressure up the middle. That pass is caught by Smith just past the 1st down marker. And we have a penalty. We're going to get a roughing the passer. Okay, funny thing here. I stopped moving Derek Brown as the pass was thrown. There's no reason he should have kept on going into the quarterback. That pisses me off sometimes. Anyway, 1st and 10 now for New Orleans from the 38-yard line. Dumped off over the middle for Kamara, who tries to cut it back away from everybody. And he'll gain 9 yards on the reception as he has some words for Woods. Woods in this Panthers defense has been frustrated today by this Saints offense. Quick pass outside, and it is caught on the sideline. He'll go out of bounds at the 27. And that is another 1st down as Olave, no, that may have been Smith, throws the football at Woods after he makes the tackle out of bounds. So now 1st down and 10 from the 24. Sue gets some pressure up the middle. And Kamara can't hang on to the ball as he's hit by Deion Jones, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Good play on the receiver there by Jones, as he doesn't allow Kamara to catch it cleanly. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Carr in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Derek Brown gets some pressure up the middle, and Carr will just throw it away again. When Carolina's gotten pressure, it's forced Carr to throw it away. They just haven't managed to get it consistently. Now 3rd and 10. Carr takes the snap. He's flushed out, got Burns chasing him. And it's intercepted by Woods, who is brought down in the end zone. That's 2 interceptions now for this Carolina defense on Derek Carr. And that was all made possible by the pressure up front by Brian Burns. Carr looks to just throw it up for Olave, who turns around but couldn't make a play on it. Woods is in much better position, gets himself an interception. Remember, he's only seeing time right now because of the injury to Jeremy Chin. So he's making the most of his time out there. Love to see it. And now with just over 1 minute to go in the 2nd quarter, Carolina has the football at the 20-yard line. Play action to Miles Sanders. Bryce Young gets hit as he throws, and he's now intercepted, his 2nd of the day, this time by Marshawn Lattimore, who brings it up to the 23. He was hit as he tried to get that out to Hayden Hurst deep. Unfortunately, he was hit and couldn't get enough on the football to make it out that far. Lattimore just cuts it off. Actually, no, that was Trimble, not Hurst. And the Saints will take it back over now. And he overthrows his receiver out left, Shaq Thompson on the coverage. Oh, okay. You just want to flip a play and it just yells at you. I like the auto flip. I'm going to keep it. 2nd and 10 now for New Orleans. Derek Carr throws underneath to Michael Thomas, who turns up, gets past the 1st down marker. 44 seconds left now in the second quarter. New Orleans takes their first timeout. Ball at the 12-yard line. And that is pressure by Deion Jones, who comes in and finally sacks Derek Carr. They've gotten decent pressure all night. Finally, they turn it into a sack. And New Orleans will take their second timeout with 35 seconds left. You see there, they are leading 13 points. 20-7 on this Carolina Panthers team. So now 2nd and 16 from the 18. Carr takes a snap, looks over the middle. It's got a man wide open. That's Michael Thomas for the touchdown. Michael Thomas makes the touchdown grab. And this Saints lead gets even wider. Just right over the middle. Beat his man in coverage. Easy throw and catch in the end zone for Michael Thomas and Derek Carr. Now Lutz on for the extra point. That's good. Carolina now losing 20 points, 27-7. This New Orleans team looking pretty good. Carolina knew this defense was going to be a tough matchup, but their offense has not come to play at all. And then Smith will just down it in the end zone to bring this ball out to the 25. Bryce Young's got to limit the turnovers here. Especially if his team wants any hope of making this more competitive in the second half. Handoff now to Miles Sanders, who goes off left side for a gain of 7. Bryce happy something went a little bit their way. So now 2nd and 3, about 10 seconds left. Another handoff to Miles Sanders, who tries to get the first down, but they'll just mark him just shy, 3rd and inches. And Carolina will let this clock run down to halftime. And there you have it. We're halftime now in this Monday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Saints leading huge, 27-7. They've 20 more offensive snaps than Carolina because they just can't get drives together and can't stop turning the football over. Atlanta moves to 2-0 as they win against Green Bay. Anything else interesting? Miami beats up on New England. Giants beat up on Arizona. Rams fall to the Niners. Jets beat the Cowboys. Houston beats Indy. KC beats Jacksonville pretty badly. Nothing terribly surprising here, except for maybe the Dolphins game. Philly beats Minnesota. Yeah. Nothing too wild. Here's a look at that 95-yard run by Williams. Yep. Just look at him go. Rowe had an angle, but just couldn't catch up to Williams. Yep. And you just see all those Panthers just chasing him. And then this should be the deep ball to DJ Chark for Carolina's only touchdown. All right, so for us, we want to throw it medium, and we want to, let's defend the medium. We try to get the second quarter started well, drive down, get some points, hopefully a touchdown, make this game a little bit closer. And Smith will take the kickoff out to the 21-yard line. Here comes Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers offense after having a couple minutes to talk everything over in the locker room during halftime. Definitely preaching, hold on to the football, stop throwing it to the wrong team. To be fair, like a couple of those have been because he was hit. The ball just comes out of his hands. You can't do anything about that. Carolina sets up a screen play here to Miles Sanders, who manages to gain 9 yards. Now 2nd and 1. One good play to start the drive there. 2nd and 1 now for Carolina. Shotgun formation. Over the middle for Shi Smith, who makes the grab. And that'll be a Carolina first down. First and 10 now from the 35 for Carolina. Hand off to Miles Sanders left side, and he will go up and gain 8 more on his 10th rush of the day. And that will bring up 2nd and 2. Shotgun formation for Carolina. Play action. Throws outside for Hayden Hurst, who makes the grab and gets out of bounds. That is a Carolina Panthers first down on Hurst's second reception of the day. He's up to 15 yards. Now we have 1st and 10 again for Carolina. And that pass is out of the hands of Mingo, who was hit as he made the catch. Just couldn't hang on to it. Mingo is a big-bodied receiver, but he's still young. He'll eventually learn how to hold on to those footballs as he's hit. Now 2nd down for Carolina. Hand off to Miles Sanders, who will cut back up the middle a little bit for a gain of 5. Third and 5 now for Carolina at the 37. Bryce is pressured and sacked in the backfield. That's another half sack for Shepard, who's just wreaking havoc back there. Bryce was holding the football, waiting for people to get open, but just couldn't manage it. Hecker on to punt now. Looking to pin them back deep again. This one will come up and is finally down at the 15. Now 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line for the Saints. Quick pass off the mark from Michael Thomas. Threw it just a little bit early there. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 now at the 15. Hart takes the handoff and has a man wide open on a corner route. That's Smith again. Nobody near Smith as he makes the catch, and that's a New Orleans Saints first down. And they'll have the ball at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 tight ends on the field. It's a run to Kamara outside. Burns forces a fumble, but the ball eventually gets knocked out. Kamara just shy of 100 rushing yards. Lucky bounce there for New Orleans on that Kamara fumble. Now we have 1st and 10 at the 50. Pressure now. Deion Jones comes in, gets a 2nd sack of the game on Derek Carr. Excellent pressure and blitz there from Carolina. That'll bring up 2nd and 18 from the 42-yard line. Carr drops back, throws underneath for Kamara, who is tackled by Shaq at the 49. 3rd and 11 now. Kamara's 2nd reception of the day. Oh, wow, okay. I don't even want to commentate on that. So I took over the cornerback there because I was like, look, the tight end's right there. I don't want them to throw another fucking corner route. So I run with him. Carr goes outside, throws it back across the middle there. He comes back, makes the catch, and then nobody can tackle. Oh my God. Nobody can tackle. And he just waltzes into the end zone after bouncing off a handful of Panthers. And the New Orleans Saints now tack on the extra point, are up 34-7. This Panther team looking completely completely outmatched. There was a reason they had the number... Well, I guess they didn't really have the #1 pick. But there was a reason that they didn't at least make the playoffs last year. Unbelievable. First and 10 now from the 28. Play action. Going outside for Hurst, but it's overthrown, and Hurst can't come down with it. 8 for 19 now for Bryce Young, as he tries to find magic and bring this Carolina Panthers team closer. Gets it out to Hayden Hurst, who turns upfield and is tackled just shy of the first down marker. That's his 3rd reception on the day. Don't want to draw. Let's change that back up. 3rd and 1 now for Carolina. Hand off to Miles Sanders looking for the first down. He gets it and just a little bit more. And that'll be a Panthers first down on this drive. Bryce drops back. Gets it outside for Hurst, who makes the catch and is hit, but he holds on. That's a gain of 7 yards for Hayden. Second and 3 now for Carolina and Bryce Young. Ball at the 45-yard line. Goes outside for Hurst once again, makes the catch, looking reliable on this drive. And that is a Panthers first down. 5 catches, 40 yards now for Hayden Hurst. As Bryce Young is just looking for anybody to catch a football. And that isn't in a Saints uniform. First and 10 now. Gets the ball quick out to Mingo near the sticks, but they're going to mark him just shy. 2nd and inches. Mingo's 2nd grab of the day. 2nd and inches now for Carolina. Hand off to Miles Sanders. He goes up the middle, gets the Carolina first down at the 32-yard line. He's up to 60 yards on 13 touches. That's not the play I wanted, but all right, whatever. Couldn't be too bad. First and 10 now from the 32. Carolina tries to set the screen up. Sanders runs away from a man, but he's tripped up by the shoelaces. What an excellent shoelace tackle by Saunders. There we go. This is the play I originally wanted, but it looks like they're in zone. Ugh. 2nd and 6 now. Young takes the snap, gets it underneath quickly to DJ Chark, who has a little bit of speed, runs past Lattimore, but couldn't escape the rest of the Saints defense as he gets a first down at the Carolina 10. So Carolina can still get a first down, but they got to get it within the 5-inch line. That's not a real line, but if it were, that's where they need to get a first down. Hand off to Sanders as he tries to push his way forward for a gain of 3. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll get this 4th quarter started momentarily. Here's a quick look at our stats. Carolina pushing a little bit here, threatening to score a little bit of something if they don't turn the ball over. The offense comes back out now. 2nd and 7 from the 7. Ah, frick. And Bryce Young is brought down this time by Cameron Jordan. And that is a big loss for this Panther offense. 3rd and 17 from the 18. Stacked once again. This game has gone from bad to worse. Eddie Pinheiro comes out to try the 39-yard field goal. Kick is up and good. And the Panthers cut this to a 24-point game. Like I said earlier, I mean, yeah, we're going to try to score any way we can. God, those sacks. Just, man. Ball kneeled down in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Look at Jamal Williams' number. Hasn't done too much since the big 95-yard gain earlier. Still a very dangerous runner. Carolina doesn't want to let loose. And they will come out in the I formation. 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Saints. Motion here. Tight end going to the left. And it is a run by Williams, who is brought down by Shaq after a gain of 3. Good stop there by the Carolina defense. 2nd and 7 now. Offset I for the Saints. Thomas and Aluve off to the left. And it's another handoff by Kamara, who runs into Shaq, but he gets the first down. Kamara passes 100 yards. As he gets the ball up to the 36, Shaq making his 5th tackle of the day. Saints look pretty much content to probably just run a lot of the last part of this game. Here's Kamara again, pushes Burns out of the way as he runs up for a first down again and gain of 10 that time. Brian Burns had a chance, but he just whiffed on tackling Kamara. Jack comes in and makes the tackle in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 1 on Alvin, as Shaq gets knocked back as he's trying to get up. Body's just flying everywhere. 2nd and 11 now. And this time, Kamara gets past the defensive tackle who had broken into the backfield and manages to grab 8 yards. Excellent run there by Alvin Kamara. Anderson almost had him in the backfield, but Kamara just was like, nope, I run past you now. Quick pass out to the tight end, and he's tackled quickly by Brian Burns, but Derek Carr looks hurt. Carr holding his left arm. Hopefully that's not too bad for the Saints quarterback. He's somebody they're going to need if they want to make a push for this NFC South title. So Jameis Winston in the game now, as he hands off to Williams, but he is met in the backfield by Anderson. That's a loss of 2. Ball now at the 45-yard line. I formation now for the Saints. 2 tight ends. Tight end in motion as they even the formation out just a bit. And it's a handoff to Williams, but he's met by Sue, and he loses a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 13. Offset I now for the New Orleans Saints. Kamara in the backfield. Kamara takes it right up the middle. Nobody was there. Doesn't quite get the first down, but does gain nearly 12. Dante Jackson makes the tackle. And it looks like the Saints offense will come back out on this 4th and 1. It's a toss out to Kamara, who pushes Shaq away but can't get away from Deion Jones, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Carolina will take over, as Kamara and the Saints could not run that extra yard. Now 1st and 10 for Carolina. They'll hand off to Miles Sanders up the middle for a gain of 7. Sanders up now to 70 yards rushing. No touchdowns for him yet. 2nd and 3 from the 45 for Carolina. Gets it out quickly to Mingo, but it's off the mark and he can't make the catch. So that'll be 3rd and 3 now. Third and 3 from the 45. Over the middle for Chark, who comes down with it. He was cutting across the middle there and makes the catch. First and 10 now. Goes underneath for Hayden Hurst, who can't make the catch as he collides with, I believe, Marshawn Lattimore. Now 2nd down and 10 for Carolina at the 42. Just over 3 minutes left in the game. Hand off to Miles Sanders, who can't go anywhere. No gain on the play. Tackled down by Smith. Excellent job there by the Saints linebacker. 3rd and 10 now. Carolina looking to hopefully at least get into field goal range. I don't know what happened there. Bryce may have been hit on the play, but that falls incomplete downfield. He is looking for DJ Chark, but just led him way too far. So now 4th and 10, the Carolina Panthers offense will stay out. They have almost nothing to lose here. Bryce goes underneath, but it's incomplete. Looking for Chark once again. That pass off the mark. And the Saints will take over at the 42. Winston's still in. Hands off to Kamara, who runs up the middle for a gain of 5 yards. Tackled down by Deion Jones again. Second and 5 from the 47. Single back formation. 2 tight ends. Kamara in the backfield. And that'll bring us down to the 2-minute warning as the Saints are destroying this Carolina team 34-10. Carolina just wants to go home. These fans just want to go home. They're tired of seeing their team suffer at the hands of their rival. Jones on the tackle one more time. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 3rd and 5. Carolina has to find something in these coming weeks to turn the early part of this season around. 3rd and 5, I formation. Clock just running down. Winston under center. Tight end in motion. And that will be a delay of game. Winston did not get the snap off in time. Carolina will accept that penalty, push them back just a little bit further. Now 3rd and 10 from the 42. Derek Brown comes in, makes a tackle with Brian Burns, and that'll bring up 4th and 7. Gillikin out for the punt. Kicks it away to Raheem Blackshear, who lets this one just bounce into the end zone, so the ball will come out to the 20. And then here comes Bryce Young in this Panthers offense. Been very disappointing today. You're hoping they would build off the success that they showed in that Falcons game, but it just has not been there. Hand off to Miles Sanders, who cuts outside. Gains, what is that, like 12 yards on that play. Lattimore looks like he may have hurt his hamstring on the play as he limps off to the locker room at the end of this game. So now 1st and 10 for Carolina at the 32. Another handoff to Sanders, who looks to try to bounce it outside, but there's nowhere to go. And he stopped for no gain. And that should just about do it for this game here between these two division rivals. New Orleans will come out of here with a huge 24-point win against their rival, Carolina. Carolina falls now to 0-2 to start the young season. And I don't know what to say. That was a very ugly game. 10 points. Like, the Saints were good in this game. I don't know what to say. It was ugly. Bryce Young, you see it there, 50% completion. I couldn't do anything. 207 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 50%. Sanders goes for 82, no touchdowns. Kamara went for over 100. Williams went for over 100. Smith went 120. Traquan Smith goes for 120 and a touchdown. Foster Moreau goes for 1 touchdown and 71. Hurst leads us in receptions and yards at 40. No, sorry, he didn't lead us in yards. But leads us in receptions at least. DJ Chark had the long 67-yard touchdown. He ends up with 98. Dyslexia. Mingo only has 2 catches. The offensive line could not do anything. So many Saints sacks. Deion Jones, 4 tackles for loss, 2.5. 2.5 sacks for Shepard, 2 for Deion Jones, 1.5 for Saunders, 1 for Cam Jordan. Interceptions were Tyron, Lattimore, Horn, and Woods. 2 thrown on each side. Ugly, ugly game. Derek Carr was hurt toward the end of the game. Jameis Winston came in and didn't throw a single pass, I don't believe. So there's that. And that will do it for week 2 of the Carolina Panthers rebuild franchise. You see a trend there in the 2 weeks. We've given up 34 points in both games, failing to score more than 13. And we are now 0-2 and 0-2 in the division as well. We have not won an NFC South game yet. So that's not going to help us later on in the season if we do manage to turn this around. Hopefully we can manage to turn this around. Definitely got to play better on offense. Yeah, I got to play better on offense. It's simple as that. Can't score 13 and 10 points and expect to win the game. That's just not how it works. So next week we will be away. We travel to Seattle. So we got to make the long trip. And on a short week, we played Monday nights. And now we have to travel from Charlotte to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. That's not going to be easy to play up there. Hopefully we can make it a good game. Seahawks and Carolina have had some really good games, especially in the Cam Newton era. So looking forward to that matchup. So I will see you guys again in the next episode as we take on Seattle. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And thank you all for watching, and have a great night. Goodbye.